We begin with some breaking news this morning. Civil rights activist, icon, legend, the Reverend Jesse Jackson has died.
His death following a long battle with Parkinson's and progressive supranuclear palsy. Jasmine Monroe has more details.
Yeah, that's right. We've been working really hard this morning connecting the dots. Civil rights leader Jesse Jackson has died at 84 years old, surrounded by loved ones. According to NBC News, he has been hospitalized since November after living for more than a decade with progressive supranuclear palsy. His cause of death has not been released, but Jackson worked alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and later founded the Rainbow Push Coalition, running twice for Democratic presidential nominee back in the 1980s. During one of his last visits, though, to Jacksonville, his organization bought the Arc of Voter Justice tour to Edward Waters University, encouraging young people to register and get out and vote. He is survived by his wife, Jacqueline, their children and grandchildren. His legacy of faith, activism, and expanding political participation leaves a very lasting impact nationwide. Now, Bishop Rudolph McKissick Jr. issued this statement on Jackson's death, saying that I have the privilege of knowing Reverend Jackson on a personal level. He has not only visited Bethel, but always showed up whenever I preached in Chicago. Whenever he would call me, there was never a conversation that didn't turn it to his passion and concern for the disenfranchised. Justice was the rhythm of his soul. He was our modern day warrior, and he was my friend. I also just heard back from his aunt of Ahmaud Arbery. Her name is Thea Brooks. She told me that she will be forever grateful for all that Reverend Jackson's work and dedication to fight for change for her nephew. His presence will, of course, be at odds when we're against her family pursuit of justice for Ahmaud. She says that Reverend Jackson showed up and walked with them, motivating her not to give up. Well, also, Ahmaud Arbery's father issued this statement saying that my heart breaks this morning, but I'm so honored to have been able to walk with him in the fight for justice for my son, and we are thankful and grateful for everything that he has done for us. He was a pillar in every community and household. Who will fill his shoes? He wasn't afraid of anything. He was fearless.
Wow. All these comments coming in just within the past hour or so. You were able to contact these people and talk with them. But the fact that so many people are coming forward with so many amazing things to say about this man who inspired, who encouraged, who uplifted people during their darkest times. You heard there from Thea Brooks, Ahmaud Arbery's aunt. I remember Thea, his mother, his father, all of them in Brunswick back in 2021, November, during the trial for the murderers of Ahmaud Arbery. There's some video of that, of me covering that trial. It was such a difficult and dark time. When you see people like the Reverend Jesse Jackson come out there to support them, to hold their hands, to pray with them during a time like that, it says a lot. And during that time, he was frail. It was obvious. There was a folding chair put out. He was on the stage and they put out the chair for him to sit down. He had on a mask, but he was still there. Yeah, and he was there involved in that fight because he knew how important it was to put, there he is right there. He knew how important it was to put his voice to this fight to seek for justice for Ahmaud Arbery. Just really powerful person.
The quote that Ahmaud Arbery's father had to say, Marcus, was who will fill his shoes? And Keitha, I know you being able and talking to these prominent pastors here in the community, they talk about how close their relationship is and how important it is to have a person like that.
Yeah.
Even for you covering that, the aspect, what did you take away from being there and being around such a pillar?
Oh, no question. That inspires you. That, you know, everyone, I think everyone has something special inside of them. God put something special in each and every one of us, and we make an impact in our own special way, right, in different ways. But I'm telling you, just seeing him there, seeing the reverence for him, the respect for him, his heart, him just being there, Jasmine, I'm telling you, he looked frail, but he was still there in the midst of all of those people because he knew that his presence meant a lot. In the end, we do know that justice was achieved for Ahmaud Arbery, but it took special people like the Reverend Jesse Jackson to make that happen.
Now, of course, at noon, we'll hear from both his Ahmaud Arbery's anniversary is coming up on the 23rd. So just this all tying in together, they did mention just how thankful they are, like you said, to give justice. But Keitha, something powerful that you said was Reverend or Jesse Jackson was holding the hand of the mother. And you see
Wanda
those pictures and
Cooper-Jones,
videos. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Of course, we'll be following this. Very sad to see, but just like Ahmaud Arbery's father said, justice was served, and it was important things like that to keep going.
Yeah, sad, but his life and legacy will live on. Let's turn things over now to Brody.